Yo, what up, man? Sorry for the interruption, man. Technical difficulties, but we're gonna get back on the grind. All right. So, for those of you who are unfamiliar or just coming back into the stream, uh, I'm solo today. So we're gonna do this. There was a few things that I wanted to talk about. There were a few things that went viral, so I really wanted to hit them real hard today because I didn't want to let it sit, and then by next week, by the time we got everybody together, the conversation would have been old. So y'all bear with me. Been a minute since I've been doing the solo thing, but we're gonna get to it. Right now, what I want to do is I want to let everybody. Well, I'll wait till some more people pull up, but we're gonna get to. Um, yeah, let's go ahead and get straight into one of the issues, right? So I like to, before we get into dating etiquette and should you date multiple people, I would like to explain my theory on the top 5 people that we date in general. Now, this is gonna sound a little maybe male perspective, the male perspective. I'm gonna give both perspectives, but I'm saying it from the male side. But everything goes on the other side. So, for instance, if I say man, then it also pertains to women. So please understand that. But the 5, again, I'm speaking in general to both sides, but it's easier for me to get it out in this way. So the 5 type of people that we date in general, you've got the money man. And I use alliteration. It's easier for me to remember, and it's easier to, you know, relay it to people. You got your money man, right? Okay. That's kind of self-explanatory. That's the guy or the lady that's breaking you off with that change. It's the sugar mama, sugar daddy, might be a little older. Don't even have to, but they got the bread. That's the one that you can call to when that rent is due, or the one when you want some shopping money or whatever. That's who you go to. If you're a man, that's whatever. If that's your thing, you do the same thing. So that one, not gonna spend too much time focusing on that. Next you got Professor Pike. All right. And you can call it the Mama Mia, you know what I'm saying? That's who, hey, that person knows how to scratch that itch of yours. That person can uh just do everything you need them to do physically, sexually or whatever for you. They just fit the bill, whether it's mostly physical attraction, whatever it is that you into. If you like the big guys, you like small guys, you like muscle bound cats, whatever it is, that person fits that, and they can hit all your spots and make you do what it do and all of that. So we're gonna spend too much time on that one. Now these 3 I'm gonna spend a little bit of time on. Now you got the father figure. Now the father figure is a controversial one when I say that, but there are people who tend to like older people. A lot of sometimes it's an aesthetic, other times it's the wisdom that they can give. A lot of times they have their things already together, so they're not expecting quite as much, or they do expect a lot from you, but they can help you reach that because of the wisdom and the things that they've already accomplished in their life. So that what wisdom, sometimes whether it's a father figure or it's a motherly figure, it's not like you want your daddy or your mama, but it's something just in that older figure. Okay. Then you got Captain Conversation. That's the guy, I call myself Mr. Conversation. In people's lives in the past, I've been the guy that, can entertain you, the guy that you can have that long hour, 2 hour conversation in the middle of the night. And, you can get some of your problems off. You can talk, almost sometimes a counselor, sometimes just somebody that'll entertain you, and in a fun way where you keep the conversation going. It doesn't always talk about one single thing, kind of versatile, stuff like that. And then you got the super simp. That's the guy that you can call for anything. You keep him on the rope, the lady, whatever. You don't really have any attraction to them, but you can get some stuff out of them from time to time. Maybe even a lot of stuff because they are there because they want something from you, but most of the time you don't give it to them, and they'll sit there and they'll wait. So I wanted to address that first because those are the type of archetypes that we tend to deal with when we are dating. So knowing that allows this conversation to go a little easier. because a lot of these things that we're going through is because of the archetype of the people that we're trying to put them in. And sometimes when they don't fit the box, we get in trouble. So now I got a couple of people that's on here. I want to play my intro song, my new intro song for the podcast, as well as I am now officially with 98.3 The Beat. I will be doing a show that comes on Sunday at 10 o'clock. Kicking It With Mr. Conversation has officially moved to 98.3 The Beat. And 10 a.m. I'll be on Sundays. I'll be doing interviews with professional people, small business, and other types of people in this city. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And I got my boy Jay Biggs to do an intro song for me. So I'm going to give you a snippet of the intro, play about 45 seconds of it. Y'all tell me if you like it or not. Please, always, when you pull in, let me know you here in the comment section. Say what's up, and so we can go back and forth or whatnot. And because, I do like to address comments in the middle of the conversation, especially when I'm by myself. So to have something to bounce off with. So this is Jay Biggs with the Kicking It With Mr. Conversation intro. So y'all tell me what y'all think about it.
Conversation, baby. They call it Mr. Conversation, baby. Come sit this hot seat, latest information, baby.
Yeah.
The voice of the streets can't compare, so versatile. Trying to keep up, it's gonna take a while. Talk games on wild style. Just tune in, let them run you down. They call it Mr. Conversation, baby.
This Jay Biggs.
This hot seat, latest information, daily. The voice of the streets can't compare, so versatile. Try to keep up, it's gonna take a while. Talk games on wild style. Just tune in, let them run you down. Mr. Conversation, baby.
Yeah. Jay Biggs, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Conversation intro for Kicking It With Mr. Conversation on 98.3 The Beat. Yeah. So y'all let me know, man, what y'all thinking about that intro, man. Yeah, man, I appreciate him for coming together with me. I gave him, what I wanted to do, talk to him, told him I wanted, kind of like a intro with a commercial kind of thing going on. I think he did a great job. So we're going to end up making it a bigger song later on. I'm going to put 16 behind it. He's going to do 16 behind it. Going to change some things up. But for right now, that's what we're going to do. A shout out to Taddy Lowe. What's up with you? She says, I'm fucking with it, man. Yeah, man. Appreciate it. Shout out to Jay Biggs. So again, like I was addressing earlier, we're talking about dating etiquette and should you date multiple people. This is coming up because of the viral post about testing, the guy that tested his a person that he was talking to, and he was trying to go out on a date. So we're going to get into that in specific, but since I got a couple of people pulled up, let me go over again the 5 archetypes and personalities of people that we try to date, that we talk to, right? So you got the money man, all right? That's the guy with the money. That's the guy with the big bills, the guy driving the Benz, whatever. And again, this goes for men and women. So when I'm saying the guy, it's the same thing for the woman, because you got sugar daddies and you got sugar mamas also. You got your captain conversation. There's guys that, can talk real well, chit chat with you. You can be on the phone with at 2, 3 in the morning. He gonna entertain you. She gonna entertain you. Hey, you can learn a little something. Professor Pipe, obviously that's the physical person. That's the person that meets your criteria, exactly what you like. When you have a dream, that's the type of person that you feel that you look into. And they hit all your buttons and do whatever. You got the super simp. That's the guy that you just use for whatever, or the girl just use for whatever, but they're not really your type like that, but you keep them around because you can get what you can get out of them, and rarely do they ever get anything out of you, but some people tend to use people. And then you got the father figure or the mama mia, self-explanatory, somebody a little older, can a little wise, teach you a little something in different ways. And those are the 5 archetypes that we normally deal with when we're dating in some way, form, or fashion. All right. Now, addressing the post, okay, I think we need to break it down. Dating in general is 4 different stages. And I think if we do a better job breaking it down, we can understand the breakdown of the situation. So going on the post said a gentleman was talking with the girl for 2 months. They were talking on the phone. They were going to have their first date. On the first date, he decides to test her. All right, I'm trying to be as down the line and just say what was said, not add extra context yet. He said they had a great dinner. Conversation went very well. She even said she seemed like the type of person that I would like to get to know, further on. Okay, cool. He decided to test her and say, I left my wallet at home. Will you pay for the dinner? And I will give it back to you as soon as I get home. Okay, so I want that to sit for a second. All right. She immediately got up and she was like, nah, and left. He then got up, went to the paid for everything or whatever, because obviously he didn't leave his wallet. He just told her that. And he said, and as well, it was split pretty much 50-50 in this type of situation because people rarely cross over the aisle. All the men were saying, hell, hey, he dodged the bullet. And all the women were saying, she dodged the bullet. Okay. So the men were saying, hey, nothing wrong with that. And they were saying that she had the right to leave and all of that. I think this is let me stop right here before I get to my personal opinion. I want to break the dating game and down into 4 different parts. And I think when you do this, you will kind of understand my personal perspective. Okay. I feel that when I was out dating, there's 4 stages. There's talking. All right. We on the phone. I met you. I got your number. I don't know much about you. You don't know much about me. We're talking, asking questions, doing things, whatever, trying to get to know each other, feel comfortable enough to actually go out in public. All right. That stage can last however long. Then there's dating. Dating implies some money being spent, going on dates, which is, whether it is coffee shop, movies, out to eat, combination of all of the above, whatever, fun parks, all of that type of stuff. Okay. That's what is dating. Then there's exclusively dating. Okay. Exclusively dating. Normally people, when they get to that stage, it's because that's probably where the sex is starting to happen. You don't want to have all the bodies and stuff. You want to exclusively be with just that person physically kind of right now before you worry about anything else. That's what I personally feel. Now, this is not law. I'm just giving you my opinion. I'm going to read some of the statements. And then a full relationship, which is the title is given of boyfriend, girlfriend. That is the point where, exclusively dating is when you should just be with that person. And then after that, the full blown titles and things come after that with a full relationship. So I'm going to go ahead and read a couple of the comments. Taddy Lowe says that was childish to test someone on the first date. Okay. Point heard. And Miss Reed, Staria Reed says, okay, if you left your wallet, sure, I'll pay. But I won't be accepting his calls again because, baby, I've already graduated from college. Don't test me like you're a professor. Okay, so I'm going to try and get some people to understand maybe a different perspective on this one. I don't think it's going to go well, but I will definitely even knowing this isn't going to go well, that's why I wanted to get on. Okay. This is a case of 2 things can be right at the same time. He's not wrong or childish, in my opinion, for testing her. She is not wrong for responding and saying, I'm good with that. I was getting ready to get to that, Wayne. Um, it's crazy, man. You ain't even on the show today, but you hit it on point. But in my opinion, now dating, that's what dating is. Dating is the test of trying to be in a relationship. I'm going to test you. I'm going to see what are you willing to do, what are you not willing to do, how are you. I had a lady talk to me earlier about hey, the reason why I she agreed with my perspective. She said that one day a guy who she was dating at the time picked her up in a like a trashy kind of car. It was clean in the inside, but it was a um let's say it was not a good type of car. It's an old car, let's say a Geostorm or something like that. Some old Honda that's been kept up, but it's old. Turns out the man had a lot of money. But a lot of times he had been used by people who, and this is the same thing for a woman, because there's women who sometimes might be financially more involved than the gentleman. So, and in this perspective that I'm trying to give is that he pulled up on her the first three or four dates in that type of car, and then once he saw that she was cool with that, that's when he started pulling out the stuff and found out that he has a better, has a big house and he has a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta sometimes you have to protect yourself. Even on the first date, do you really have to protect yourself? Because you don't know everything about this person. They don't know everything about you. You're trying to find out about this person. I want to see who you are as a person. Are you with me for my personality, or are you with me for what you perceive that I have? And in this day and age, there are a lot of men who feel this way, and there are a lot of women that sometimes feel that way too, if they are in those type of situations. So I don't think he was wrong for that, and I don't think that she was wrong, because you can't legislate anybody's feelings. However, I just personally do not feel that he is wrong for testing, because we're tested constantly. Men are tested constantly in the situation. How much do you make? What do you do? Do you have a great relationship with your mother? All these things. What's up, DJ Henry? What's up? Um, she is okay. So, Miss Reed says it's a first date, and just 2 months. Let me pull it up. Want to be fair. It's a first date, and just 2 months of talking, he should be making a good impression. Why is she obligated to prove she's not materialistic or genuine? There's questions that's asked on both sides. We can say that nobody is obligated to do anything. You're not obligated to do anything. But asking that question is not wrong in that type of way. Or, you know, because there's tests. People can pretend in a lot of different ways. Miss Brown, people pretend she put people pretend in a lot of different ways. Yes, ma'am. Yes, they do. People pretend in a lot of different ways. So asking these questions and doing these type of things um is the type of conversation that we need to have. Miss Shelly Shell says, I'm a genuine person. So when I feel like you're playing with me, now I'm going to fail on purpose. I pay for dates and whatever, but don't test me. Yeah. Okay. So I'm pretty sure this is what's going to be, women are going to feel this way, and men are going to feel that way. I'm trying to be a bridge to let you guys understand that, yes, you're not wrong for feeling the way that you feel, but we're not feeling wrong for the way that we feel too. We're tested all the time. Then yes, questions are a test. That's literally what tests are. You answer questions on a sheet of paper. Those are tests. And this is a form of a test. So it is the same thing. And I know we don't want to admit that, because the narrative is somehow she's been done wrong or disrespected. No, she wasn't. It's good that he found out that she's not willing to do that. Now, I will say that, because now he knows what he's willing to deal with or not. And she's not wrong for leaving. She is not wrong for leaving. You have your opinion about it, but when you leave, then sometimes things are just a self-fulfilling prophecy. Miss McCrae says, that was the comment that I was talking about. That is not a test. These are straightforward questions. Testing tends to involve deceit or manipulation. No, that is an opinion right there. Testing tends to involve deceit or manipulation. That's not true. But on to the next one. This is why women aren't taking men serious and the marriage rate is decreasing. I don't think the testing is not working. Actually, I personally feel that people don't test enough. People don't see enough. People don't view dating. They're not dating to get in real relationships. They're dating to date. They're dating to fuck. They're dating, some men are just dating because they have to do that in order to hit. And that is wrong. And then, women are doing some of the same things too. If you're really dating to see if something is that you can push yourself forward into that way of thinking, okay, maybe you might want to consider the perspective of it's a reason why. So I keep hearing all this about you don't know what she's been through. I respect that position, okay? Because you don't know what she's been through. Maybe DJ Henry says, when they show you who they are, please believe it. I get that. And that's men and women. If somebody shows you, and yes, a question is a test. I won't. That is a point that I'm not going to debate it. And it doesn't matter what gender is on the receiving end of the test. Testing people is a form of manipulation. You created a disingenuous. No, I didn't. This is the scenario that's actually happened. That's not a disingenuous scenario. I'm speaking on the scenario that just happened. He's asking whether you're asking questions or you're putting somebody in a situation, you're doing that to find out what they're doing. So well, how many times have your loyalty been tested? People have tested my loyalty in a lot of different ways. Whether they have do you know my homegirl? And you know good time well I know your homegirl. You want to see if I'm gonna lie. So does that make you a bad person? I know your homegirl. You just trying to see if I'm gonna lie about it. You've already asked her. Y'all done had conversations. This is just a specific scenario. The first date should be fun and observing. I do agree with that. But now we just had a situation the other week with something similar. But when we were saying that it should be kind of fun, actually, Miss McCrae actually put a post up a month or so ago about these are the type of questions that you should ask. And I kind of see this is why her perspective is the way, because she was saying that she was asking very, very deep, and some questions would maybe be considered a little intrusive to some people. I mean, it's deep going in. So then when the men were saying, hey, the first date should be fun and observe and kind of chill, a lot of the women were like, no, there's nothing wrong with asking all those type of questions. And we need to find out exactly who you are as early as possible. So I just want it to be consistent. Which side of the coin are we going to be on? It seems like we switch based on if it's a man or a woman that is in that scenario. Because when we say that women, okay, so if I say we should just be trusting of each other, correct? Appreciate it, my boy. Robert, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? And you know that. We don't even got to talk about that. You don't have to put that on there. But this is something, we talking about the dating and the females and stuff and all that. So women, excuse me. And so it's a different kind of thing. They don't care about all that. What you do for your friends and stuff. Miss McCrae says, yeah, you should. I'm gonna pull it up. Yeah, you should ask questions about who you are dating. No need to be tested. It was the women saying it was too deep too soon. No, it was okay. We'll go back and revisit that post on the next podcast, and we'll go and we'll see. And Hot Boy Leo, what's up with you, Playboy? high school homeboy pulling up. So I know these things get very divisive, and I try my best to not straddle the line, but I try to look at it from a lens of a person instead of a man versus woman. Next comment says, if it was a woman who asked a man out and told him she was paying, and she get there and like, oh, I left my purse, just to test you, you would pay, but you would not be quick to go out with her again. You even acknowledged quick to go out with her again. You didn't say that he wouldn't go out with her again, but this lady said that I'll never talk to him again ever. And I do like to point out that I think the guy got his feelings hurt, and so when he responded with saying like, oh, I never talked to her again, I got to be honest, my boy, she made that decision, not you, Playboy. She made that decision. That wasn't you. There's a difference. And so you need to own it that it didn't work out for you. So when things don't work out for you, be honest. So he tried to kind of make his move and he played chess, but sometimes somebody playing checkers can still outplay you because you busy trying to go 5-6 moves ahead and they just gonna just straight up. And next thing you know, they done. So I get it. I do. Nobody wants to feel like they're tested. Nobody wants to feel that. But in today's day and age, is that necessarily wrong to do? There's so many people that are going to tell you something now, but your actions show more, than your words do. So it's like, Ashley, shout out to Ashley, man. Known her since, whew, Lord have mercy. Damn, that came out the womb at the same church. She said, I'm much of a charm me, so charm me with respect your mother raised you on. That's what's up. I get that. But yeah, just sometimes we're trying to outplay somebody that might not even meant no games. But this whole situation is people playing games. And because somebody played games with you, now you're turning and you're playing the games with somebody else. And then when you do that, sometimes you're not going to get the desired results. Because probably if he hadn't done this, from what I'm reading and what I heard and her response and his response, it seemed like they was doing pretty well. It seemed like they did they were having a great time. But just like we say for the women, you never know what she has been through. For the men, what is he been through? Also, like Ashley says, you can see the test a mile away. This was a test that I think you can easily see the test, and she says run as fast as you can. Because in today's day and age with technology, again, that has changed a lot. Apple Pay, Cash App, card on your phone. Everybody got their phone on them. So unless you tell me you don't have your phone, you don't have nothing, and people will leave their wallet before they'll leave their phone. I can believe you leave your wallet, but you're going to have something to crank up that car, and you're going to have that damn phone every time anybody damn near goes out. So if the story is even true, I mean, it becomes a talking point for us to talk about. And that's what's up. Now, I was asked directly, do I agree with testing on the first date? I am not against it. I'm not saying that you're doing anything wrong. I am kind of straightforward. So it's, back when I was a little, everybody do a little something, I think, sometimes. You keep a little something to yourself. Let's see. Teddy Lowe says it was all good till he came with his trauma. Yep. I'll fuck with you on that. Now, see, now, Miss Reed, let's not go there. This, when we start doing shaming tactics and stuff, what happened to men being men. So when you say things like that, you're alluding to he's less of a man because of what he did. That's where I draw the line right there. Miss Possible said, everyone get tested daily, either voluntarily or involuntarily. You have your choice of how you're going to react to it. But this right here is where I have the issue. When we start doing what's called shaming tactics. Okay. This is where I gotta step in and be like, nah. When we say things like men being men or a real man or a real woman, as if they don't do exactly what somebody told me a man was or a woman was or whatever, then they're not. Then they're less. Mistakes can happen. Mistakes don't make you less of something. Let's say, not saying that it is a mistake, but if it's a mistake, cool. He might not do it again. He might see that didn't work for him, because a lot of us men, we're results oriented. So if we see that every time you do that, every person is going to. A perspective that I heard that's kind of like what Ashley is saying. She says, depending on your value is what kind of test you will allow. Now, nobody wants to constantly be tested, but I understand from the perspective of, if I don't know you, sometimes people are going to sometimes people are going to, I'm gonna stay away from that one, Robert. But people have their differences and they have the way that they want to do things. So you kind of have to expect that nowadays. And I just don't feel that this was disrespectful. I think that this day and age, that's almost expected to do that. This is the way of dating now. Social media has gotten us where we're recording everything. We're showing the test me, don't rest on me, or rest in me and be the best in me. Well, that's what's up. I've been tested before. I know I've been tested before. People have done situations where they kind of want to see who you are and what's your character. I've been tested before. I've been given a wallet before. Hey, hold this for me. See if you're gonna take anything. I know what you want me to hold the wallet for. I've been just different things. I'm not gonna I don't always rise above, my boy. No, sir. I don't always rise above. No, sir. I have failed on some people's tests. And but I'm not a thief or anything like that. So but when we start doing the shaming tactics, that's when I have the problem right there, because your perspective is your perspective, but that doesn't mean because that man did not do exactly what you wanted, or that woman didn't do exactly what you wanted, does not make them less of a person. If it's not a morality thing, and when I say morality, we're talking about the shit that's like undebatable, even though morality is on a spectrum before somebody comes and says that. Come on. The crazy shit. Y'all know the crazy shit. Murder for no reason, just walking up, shoot somebody in the face for no reason. Those type of things. That's what I'm talking about. But in general, that's what we got. Now, again, we need to separate the stages of dating, because there's, people think that all of the stages are the same. Like, whatever, I'm talking to you. No, we just talking on the phone. Okay. There's talking, there's dating, there's exclusively dating, and then there's a full relationship. That's what's up. Ashley says, so my boy said, excuse me, Ashley says, shout out to the kids going to school tomorrow. Now that's the test that I'm on. Who's going to be my piece after 7 a.m.? So I got a question for y'all. Since we have an issue with testing people, right? I got a question. So this was brought up to me, just sent to my phone. Okay. I know y'all like to test people, right? Y'all love to test people. TikTok shows that y'all love to test people. This is what y'all do. So don't, this is facts now. And because I've seen it myself, somebody just brought it to my attention. There's a TikTok where parents be testing their kids with food to see if they're gonna touch it or show they see their kids, like if a stranger will when they put the food out there and they walk away to see if the kid's gonna get it. Now, y'all test folks all the time, but y'all don't want nobody to test y'all. Y'all would test your own damn kids for a couple of views on Facebook. Kid be hungry as hell. Kid hungry as a motherfucker. Put his favorite fruit snacks out there with him. Have your belt in the background, acting like you about to beat his ass. Then you go and you walk the fuck away. That kid be struggling his ass off. He want to snatch every man. Look, back in my day, it was Lucky Charms with the extra marshmallows. Okay, we could never keep them in the house. I would risk an ass whooping for them goddamn marshmallows. I don't know what the fuck it was, but y'all would do that shit on TikTok. But y'all will fuck with your goddamn kids. But you as a grown person can't go through a little test. See, one of my favorite songs in church is, because I'm a drummer, and shout out to Taddy Lowe, who's a singer, and she gonna know what I'm talking about. It's only a test. The song goes, it's only a test you're going through. It's gonna be over real soon. Keep the faith. Don't give up, because it's only a test. That's all it is. It's only a test. Y'all making it seem like this man disrespected this lady. This man and all this. Oh, well, I'm gonna fail then. Well, would you fail? Then you fail. Okay, thank you. You know what I'm saying? It's a test. It's still a test. Test is a test. But yeah, I will. I risk ass whooping for them damn marshmallows. I'm telling y'all ever want to buy me something or whatever? I like comic books, poker, and goddamn Lucky Charm cereal. Bring me some goddamn Lucky Charm cereal on the hot seat, boy. I had you on every damn day. Y'all, but y'all do it to your kids, though. Y'all test your kids. Y'all grown, and y'all treat them little kids like shit. Disrespectful, inconsiderate. It's not disrespectful, but inconsiderate and rude. Y'all do that to them children. But somebody do it to you, now you're mad. I think an adult to another adult. I'm talking about in general, man. Not you in particular. I apologize if anybody takes this internally. Not talking about anybody in particular. These are, even though if I address your question directly, then I'm talking to you. But if I'm not, you don't test your kids. Yes, ma'am. Let me get that up there. Teddy Lowe said, I don't test my kids. Don't play with her. I got you, man. Yes, I have made a bowl of straight marshmallows and took the oats out the bowl. But as I got older, I recognized the need for the oats because it's too much sugar. So you need some of that to balance it out. And my diabetes won't allow me to eat the straight marshmallows because they made those boxes for a while. And I almost went into a coma when I bought them a couple of years ago. So my diabetes don't allow me. So I had to have a little whatever. But anyway, that's enough on the marshmallows taking me off. Yeah. Thank you very much for who sent me that text. I owe you a lot because I forgot about that. So it said, yeah, but okay. I love when I hear that. Yeah, but why did he feel the need to test her on the first date if he seemed like he liked her? So conversation goes well. Have you ever had a relationship with somebody and you find out everything they told you was a lie from the beginning? I hear that a lot. Miss Reed. I hear that a lot of people misrepresent themselves. So sometimes the way you got to throw a little trap out there every now and then. You put a little pitfall in there, see if they're gonna walk in it. That's all I'm saying. Is it popular for that to say that? I just don't want this man to be vilified. Now, if more stuff comes out, or whatever, and it's more than that, hey, better to get it on the first date than to invest a whole bunch of time and energy and effort and money and, go ahead. Now she sees that he's the type that'll throw a trap. So she don't want to deal with it. Now she gone. And now she has less that she has to deal with. That's how I look at it. I just vilifying somebody for something. To me, that's a level 4 out of 10, man. Yo, who call it the butterflies and lies stage. Look at you. See, you know what I'm talking about. Everybody, man, y'all know y'all be lying to the folks you be dating. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Some man asks you, and then right, okay, so it's this is a little different, and I know y'all are gonna jump on it. I know y'all gonna jump on this. Okay. But when we ask certain questions, that's too much to ask. That you doing too much. You know what I'm saying? But yo, y'all be throwing traps out too. And man, it don't necessarily mean no trauma, man. It could be. It could be the fact that, like I said, they don't ask a man a lot of times um his perspective on things. We don't go and say, well, what he been through to make him like that. We go straight to what she's been through. And fair enough. I respect that. We have to do it. Um Miss Reed says he showed his red flags with that test. Okay. I get it. Miss Lowe says if they're planning on all that on the first date, then that said person needs to go to therapy, in my opinion. You are heard, ma'am. I would rather get all of this out and find out as early as possible. Maybe he felt used by other women, and on the very first date, he had to test an innocent woman and run her away. It's called sabotage. Yeah, we do have self-sabotagers because he did. If you look at that now, see, I would accept, in my opinion, if somebody's coming to me, I would be more willing to accept that logic a little bit, in that he's sabotaging it because he's had so much negative things happen before. I can see that. That's very, very plausible. And see, I'm reasonable. I like to listen to the other perspectives and hear it. I know I'm a loud talker and I talk my shit, but I got to try to be a little entertaining too. Hootie Who says, well, what's your real name, man? I forgot it. Lord have mercy. Oh, you gonna kill me. But says I wouldn't say trauma though, or he's trying to see if you ain't broke, just like a female don't want a broke man. See, I wanted to stay away from the. Oh, my bad, Jasmine. I'm tripping, yo. My bad. Shout out to Alabama man over there in Montgomery. Look. Or he trying to see if you ain't broke, just like a female don't want a broke man. Now, see, if I say that, then it's gonna be a whole bunch of hooping and hollering. I'd rather, if, a lady just said it, y'all. She said it. So when you hit the comments, anybody who's watching this a little bit later on, hey, let me. Hey, Robert, man, thank you for tuning in, man. He says, peace out. I'm glad to see you. I love you, bro. Glad to see your production is popping, man. We not popping. I'm doing the basic level stuff right now. I'm just out here talking my ass off, trying to entertain my boy. Mr. Conversation. Can't call yourself daddy. You can't do a little something yourself every now and then. So, yeah. So this was a very divisive topic, and I understand I'm probably not going to get anybody to come on to the other side. But I really wanted to discuss it because I just seen too many like people who I respect, like just go straight to the nigga ain't shit stuff. And it's like, bro, shawty, like y'all know it's more to it than that. Can y'all please stop going straight to nigga ain't shit every time you do something that you don't like. I keep telling y'all it's not men are trash. It's not women ain't shit. It's people ain't shit. Whether it's reversed, I will still have the same opinion. I don't think that the issue is a male or female thing. I think the issue is if I'm gonna be real, I just think some people think they too good to be tested. I think some people just think they too good. Like, oh, I'm just the greatest person ever, and how dare you? Like, man, nigga, you just like everybody else. If you don't like what I got to say, I'm just. If it had been a man on the other side, like, but man, chill out, bro. People got to protect themselves. Sometimes this is a way of people protecting themselves. They're going to throw out a challenge. They're going to throw out something to see if you really moving like you say you moving. People have been hurt too much out here. People go into situations trying to be uh use people, whether it's friendships, whether it's relationships. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when I say people ain't shit, yeah, that means kind of the same thing. Taylor says it ain't people ain't shit. It's some people just need mental help, some therapy, and not be in relationships. So, hey, I fuck with you on that. I agree with you, but that's part of they ain't shit. They ain't shit, so they need to go find a reason and fix the reason why they ain't shit. If you shouldn't always. I will say that maybe shouldn't have been his first thing. I will say that. And taking that hurt to the next person, if that's what he was doing. But there's also, when reading the comments, hey, look, people out here scamming, people out here doing whatever. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not going, this ain't the next one. And it's okay. Again, this perspective is gonna get me in trouble. But when you call your home girl, to make sure that everything is going is going well. And you get the call because whatever, and you lying, ain't nothing happened, your kids ain't called, it wasn't no emergency, you just don't fuck with the nigga. You protecting yourself. The man, he can't protect himself. I'm trying to see if she a gold digger or not. Maybe that's what I done ran into. Or vice versa, if it was a woman doing the same thing. Maybe she ran into dudes that ain't got no apartment. Maybe I say something like, I need to use the bathroom on your side of town. Can I go to your apartment real quick and use the bathroom or something? For whatever the thing. I know this is a random scenario before y'all get at me. But whatever the test is, I'm trying to see if you really have a house, or if you don't stay with your baby mama, or you don't got a wife, or you don't got whatever, something like that. I'm trying to see that. they gonna try to figure things out about people. Now, does that mean that you're trauma filled because the last 3 people that you did lied to you, and they had a significant other and they lied to you? So now you're going to ask more questions and do more things to try to figure out about somebody having a significant other. Does that mean that the person is trauma filled, or they're just that's a natural response to things like that happening in your life? Now, to the point, the man might be broke as hell. And if he's broke as hell and he don't got nothing, then I'm going to say, hey, bro, you made us do all this exercise and conversation for no goddamn reason. Now you done pissed me off. I want to see what's his net worth. What does he have going on? Because if you broke, my nigga, you ain't got no reason acting like that. Now, if you got a little something, it's just like the dudes that be hollering about prenups. And you ain't got shit. And you ain't had shit. You probably don't got the potential to ever get shit unless you get lucky to hit the lottery. Bro, you ain't gonna never make the amount of money where a prenup is gonna fucking matter, bro. See, I call it on both sides. I call the bullshit on both sides. So I need to find out. I tried to research, I couldn't find that. What's up, Chelsea? I had inboxed you because I actually wanted to talk to you. I need to get you on here, actually, on the hot seat, because I've seen some of your lives, and I like your perspective on a lot of things, man. I need you to come on the hot seat. So answer that inbox when you get a chance. Miss Possible says that's definitely a natural response. Okay, so I don't want to beat this down. I want to get to dating multiple people, right? This one is very, 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 very simple. Now I'm gonna talk to the men on this one, right? Y'all need to shut the fuck up. Dudes, y'all, it's too much that y'all are complaining about. A woman should be able to date who she wants to date. She can date multiple people. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with when you're in the dating stage. Because remember, we talked about there's talking, there's dating, there's exclusively dating, which normally has sex involved in it, and then there's a full-blown relationship. And then in between there, you have friends with benefits. If you kind of you trying to get there, you found out it's probably not going to work. I like her sexually, but I don't like some of the other stuff. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. There's nothing wrong with weighing your options. Okay. Now, mischievously, we talked about this last year, right? Because something that these social media things come around. But and one thing that she said that really stuck to me is the reason why y'all have a problem with women dating and people have a problem with women dating multiple men is they assume that dating equals sex. And that's the problem. Dating does not equal sex. And this is coming from, a person who enjoys it, who talks about it. It does not equal sex. Listen to me. Dating does not necessarily equal sex. Now, I'm not saying that it never does, but dating does not necessarily equal sex. But yeah, sometimes, so we covered dating earlier, what dating actually is, and earlier on in the show. There's your talking stage. That's you're on the phone. You talk to each other. You really haven't seen each other, or you had that first initial meeting and you're talking. You're literally talking on the phone. Simple conversations, that type of stuff. Dating is when you start finding out more about each other. You're going on dates. That's why it's called dating. You're probably spending some money. That's the stage that the gentleman was in that I was just talking about. So they talked for 2 months, and this was their first date that they went on. Then there's exclusively dating. By the time you get there, that's normally when sex should, in my opinion, should be happening, if it's going to, because you're saying that this person is just going to be us. We're going to cut everybody else off. I like you more than any of the options that I have weighed out. And then you have full relationship. So yeah, but that's why I'm giving what it should be, not what it is. So yeah. So okay, we got the women chiming in a lot on this one. Let's go with Terry Possible. It's 2024. Are you sure? What do you think the percentage of adults that aren't trying to smash? Well, I mean, we're all trying to, I guess, anybody who is in that situation, a general term, but it doesn't have to be as fast as, as people want. And I do get that, men in general, when I say us, I'm speaking men in general, that we are trying to get as much as we can as fast as possible. That's understandable. Now, but again, there are stages in between you getting there. And everybody shouldn't have that opportunity. Even if, there's going to be somebody that you feeling a little quicker than others. Because I've also learned that it doesn't take that damn long a lot of times. If you're into somebody and you want to kick it with them, I think every woman that's on here will be honest and say there are some guys that have pushed got across the line quicker than others because you was feeling them more, whether it was what they made, whether it's what they wore, whether it's what they smelled like, whatever it was. But yeah, dating is to gather data, then exclusivity, and then lastly is long-term partnership and marriage. But we skip the gather data part. So that was Ebony O's comment. Appreciate you for putting up, Ebbs. Agreed. Dating to gather data, then exclusivity, lastly marriage or long-term partnership. Teddy Lowe says, I've heard way more men say they smashed just because even if they didn't really like her, which is crazy. Well, okay, so that's the whole biology thing that y'all don't want to hear about, because men tend to be able to, more than women, detach themselves and are able to have sex and it not mean anything. It's just a physical release. So we ain't got to go into I can't give you the exact hormones and all of that shit and blah, 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 blah. And yes, there are women who feel that way too. But my point is if we slowed it down sometimes, because it's a physical thing. The whole smashing somebody, it's a physical thing. But then that's when you end up having babies with people that, you had. I mean, you can argue with it, but I mean, there's plenty of scientists that will tell you this shit. They got the whole names for the what's called all the hormones that are produced in it, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Now, again, do I say you should do that? I don't think so, because you're always risking pregnancy. And then that's why we have so many babies with people and the relationship was doomed to fail, because just because you have a baby don't mean the relationship's going to work. Y'all didn't like each other in the first place. If you tend to like each other, then things could happen a little better. Yeah, there's some that do. Yeah, there's always exceptions to every rule, ma'am. Yeah, there's some that can, and then there's men that are more that get easily attached. I got one in my family. Seemed like every woman he ever stuck a thing in, seemed like he fell in love with. Couldn't tell him nothing. 14 years old, talking about I'm in love with her. She gonna be the one. You can't talk to her like that. But it brought back, now that's a trigger for me right there. But anyway, it brought back some memories. I ain't gonna go down those memories, because he gonna hear this and then he gonna want to fight me and everything, and he can beat me up. But Taddy Low says, y'all think we fall in love with everyone we date? We don't. We smashing past too. Yes, ma'am. But y'all don't be telling y'all secrets now. Now, she on here telling y'all secrets. Y'all better block her, or y'all better tell me to block her. Taddy Low don't be getting on here telling the lady secrets, because y'all supposed to be, a certain way. Because when y'all get on these other conversations, y'all ain't going to be talking about this. These are the type of conversations, by the way, if I can get my shameless plug, that we're going to be talking about at the Sex Talk panel. You know what I'm saying? Well, they act like it's a secret. And when we get to these type of conversations, they say the other stuff. Hey, I'm going to be real with you. Hey, everybody else said Taddy Low said what she said. That's what's up. Nah, I don't have a problem. I'm good on that, because that wouldn't have harmed me at the time that I needed something like that. That wouldn't have harmed me. I've been cool with that. So, to get back to it, I've heard way more men say they smash. Oh, read that one already. You said what I said. Yep. Y'all think we fall in love with everyone we date? We don't. We smashing past too. Yes, ma'am. So I got a few people here. Let me say, Sex Talk event. All right, that'll be September the 6th. Got to get my shameless plug out. It's gonna be at Center Stage. Center Stage is doing a lot of things, man. Grown folks radio, grown folks talk, grown folks events. Man, we got social Saturdays, man. Everything is going on at Center Stage. Y'all need to check it out, man. If you don't know about Center Stage, it's the old Sound Factory. Used to be artist heavy. Now it's moving to more grown folks. And so many things. We do the lip sync battle there once a month. That's coming up. Next show, we'll be talking about that. Bringing Wayne 3D back on. Talking about his event. And I promise you, man, I'm not gonna release the names, but they got some great names. And also along with the Sex Talk event on September the 6th, I will be starting August 11th, which is this Sunday. I will be on 98.3 The Beat now. And let me play you guys my intro song. All right. Got an intro song again. I'm gonna play this before we get ready to get gone. That'll be on 98.3 The Beat. It was done for me by my boy J Biggs, man. By my boy J Biggs. So if I can find it, pull it up. Let's see. Anyway, Taddy Low says that was fun. She enjoyed everything. Enjoyed us tonight, man. You could always pull up anytime you want to, but let me play this real quick before everybody get up out of here. Y'all tell me if you like it, you don't like it. You know, hit me inbox, tell me what we can fix, what's going on. But this is my boy Jay Biggs. Man, it's the Mr. Conversation intro song on 98.3 The Beat. Yeah.
Conversation, baby. Call it Mr. Conversation, baby. They call it Mr. Conversation, baby.
Tell me what y'all think in the comments,
I
y'all.
need latest information, baby. He the bust of the streets, can't compare, so versatile. Trying to keep up, it's gonna take a while. Talk game, so wild style. Just tune in, let him run you down. They call it Mr. Conversation. Come sit in this hot seat, latest information, daily. He the bust of the streets, can't compare, so versatile. Trying to keep up,
It's your boy Jay Biggs.
Talk game, so wild style. Just tune in, let him run you down. Mr. Conversation.
Yeah.
Mr. Conversation, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. They call it Mr. Conversation. Call it Mr. Conversation, baby.
All right, that's enough of that, man. Look, that's my boy Jay Biggs, man. I've been a fan of his since I first came back out to this scene. Used to be out years ago, decided to come back out. Kids got a little older. I was able to move a little freely. And he was one of the first artists that I ran into, man. I liked his swagger. Big boy. He had a song out, it's 300 pounds, man. You know, it's 300 pounds. I'm not finna run. Look, that song caught me, man. Talked to his momager, his mom manager, man. She's real cool. Nailed me. Shout out to her. Everything that she brings to the table for him, and he will be coming out with a new CD very, very soon, man. He was just talking to me about it, but I ain't gonna tell everything. And he's in there. That's gonna be one of the tracks, man. And he's considering being on there. So we definitely are pushing hard. Now, if you know anybody that wants to be on the hot seat, hit them up. Let them know. Y'all see, I can do this. I can bring 5 people on. I can bring 2 people on. I can sit up here and talk for an hour by my goddamn self. It don't matter how we do it. We're going to get it done. Plenty of content. So let me know. Hit the inbox. For those of you who don't know, it's EJ Thomas on Facebook, or it's the Hot Seat with EJ Thomas if you want to check that page out. And then Instagram, it's EJ Thomas _706. And Mr. Conversation on TikTok. I'm trying to build that up. So y'all get at me. I will be having a raffle for the YouTube. Okay. I sound old as hell for the YouTube. But I'm gonna have a raffle for YouTube. When I reach certain markers, I'm gonna do a live raffle and give away some things, $50 gift cards, stuff like that. For helping build up my YouTube presence. Every 50 to 100 subscribers. So right now that I get, I will do another pool. Shows up on the emails. Put everybody's name in a random drawing. If y'all got anything else that needed to talk about, man, because you know it's 11:14, but all the kids ain't in school yet. Some of them is, but some not. I know mine don't go back until Thursday. Anything that happened on social media, man, since we got some people, man, pull up, let me know what's up. Talk to me. Because I really enjoyed this today, man. I might start doing some more of these when the hot topics come out. And since they hot topics, man, it's only right that we do it on the hot seat. Again, I always appreciate everybody who listens to me. I really, man, you guys make me so happy, so emotional that I got a few people that actually listen to these few words that I got. I put my all into moving out on my own and doing it. You're still dealing with repercussions of different things and business deals that I was trying to do. And you know what? But God made a way. And I am here to tell you guys that, you know, if you are going through anything right now, because all of us are in some way, form, or fashion. I'm not telling you to tell your business or anything like that. But regardless of who you believe, I believe in God. But it's a season for productivity. It's a season for winning right now. And people that are connected to me are starting to win. And, you know, I thank God for those blessings and how he's allowed me to help others and or keep others until their blessings are starting to come now. And I do this because some of you know, some of you don't know. I dealt with a lot of my own trauma. Um, I know this is going way off subject, but I dealt with I was beat a lot when I was a child. I was talked about, um, said I was not going to amount to anything, told I talked too much. I was told that, you know, nobody would ever be proud of me, wouldn't be able to have a family. I would be staying with my, mother till I was 35 years old. I was told I was going to be on drugs. I was told that, nothing that I ever do would 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 prosper. I was told these things directly from a person of God. You get your prophesying and stuff, and somebody come up and prophesy to you negative things. So I watched people use their voice for negativity. I watched people that I loved, that should have loved me, use their voice to put me down and put other people down. So I said that when I got my chance for my voice to be heard, yeah, I'm gonna talk my shit. But I'm also gonna use my platform, and I'm also gonna say what I have to say to be positive and to help push whatever community. So that's why I play local artists. I don't play local artists because they help my show. I don't play local artists because I get something out of it. I don't deal with people because I get stuff out of it. Before all of this, let me tell y'all, all that stuff that was prophesied on me, I moved out early. I went into the military. I got a family early. I got my house. I got my own money. Everything that I do now is for, I have to do charge on certain things, but I don't have to charge if I don't want to. I help my community. I show up to the events and things like that. I'm going to be a voice of change one way or another. Now, I might not be that, I'm not going to be a pastor or whatever. I don't feel that's my calling. But I'm going to be somebody that's going to, I can talk about whatever, and I'm going to be versatile. And you might hear me saying a little something about the Bible every now and then. You might come back in the next minute and hear me talking about sex. That's what it's going to be. That is who I am. I have a duality in me. And anybody that has a problem with that, you don't have to listen. If I can help one person, that's my job. I'll give the shirt off my back to help anybody, and anybody who knows me, who truly knows me. We got gatekeepers in this city. We got people who are trying to keep me down even now, but I'm not worried about that. And I'm only addressing it because I've already been through it before. It ain't nothing that anybody can say about me that my own family, people in my family ain't say about me. I was literally that child that he talks too much on there. And look at what the hell the nigga's doing now. Shout out to Miss Jazz Brown. Thank you for the heart. Mr. Hampton, I don't know what you was trying to put. I don't see anything. Teddy Lowe in the city and in the field. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be me. And I when we talk about trauma and stuff, I use this. Miss Brown, I'm proud of you. Speak your truth. Thank you very much, ma'am. But this is who I am, and this is who I'm going to be. So if you see me on one platform and I'm talking about church, or if you see me on the next platform and I'm talking about sex, or if you see me on another platform and I'm talking about whatever it is, man, I don't know who he wants. No, I do know who I am. I am all of these people. I am every last one. And I'm going to be me. You get the inbox. I wouldn't talk about that. I've had some shows say, I don't know if we can bring you on. Even family. I got a family that got bigger in New York that have bigger audiences than I have. Won't work with me because of my content, because they're more Christian. But guess what? I'm still gonna do me because I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna say sometimes something that, you know what, some of these pastors need to understand and not be well, what did I say? And I got some looks and I got some inboxes. I said that some of these pastors treat these churches like money pits. That's who they are. That's what they do. They treat these churches like they have personas. They aren't who they say. They're worse than rappers. Rappers and some of these pastors. I said some of these pastors. Okay, because I know some good ones. I know some great ones. Shout out to LaVisha Williams. Somebody who's been very, very instrumental in my family and anything that I've ever done. Shout out to Paul Brown. Reverend Paul Brown, excuse me. I know some good ones. But man, I know some pastors that act like they can't pay their musicians a damn thing. You be out here slaving, sweating, hot, nasty at some of these holiness churches. Deodorant done ran all off your shirt. You playing for 4 hours. People falling out. And I'm going to call it out. On just like I do with anything else. I'm going to try to look at both perspectives. But we also got to look at the perspectives to the musicians. Hey, because I'm gonna redo this conversation. I'm rambling now, man. Y'all got me on fire, man. The appreciation, man, just got me rolling right now. So bear with me. You got to look at it. Is your talent worth what you're trying to get paid? It ain't just about what that church has. Should you be accepting $500 and you don't know your paradiddles as a drummer? Should you be accepting $1,000 when you have to transpose? When you can't read music? So if they give you a sheet of music for some old hymns that you don't know, you can't play it. That's another perspective. That's what I mean. We got to consider both sides of the perspectives a lot of times. We only see the part that affects us. But again, that's what I'm going to do. We're going to have all types of conversations around here. We're going to talk about some nerd shit. Okay, I'm an unabashed nerd who got hands, by the way, just to let y'all know if anybody want to fucking try me. But I'm a nerd at heart. I love comics. I love playing poker. I love playing chess. This is me. This is who I am. So I'm not about to play games, man. I'm going to be exactly who I am. And because I like to do these things, we're going to have some of these conversations on this podcast. Don't some of y'all want to talk about some of these movies that's coming out? Don't you want to know if they bullshit so you don't waste your money? Now, I got a movie card where I pay like $25 a month and I get to see like 3 a week. So I can catch 9, 12 movies a week for $25. So y'all better get up on that AMC deal. Shout out to them, especially during the summertime when all these blockbusters out. And hopefully I'm gonna hit them up, try to get sponsored. Y'all tell AMC to come sponsor me, man. But that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start talking about one of my favorite conversations I've had in the last couple of months, man, was with Wayne 3D and Tamara Nicole. Was about our favorite Disney soundtrack songs. That's the type of things that I want to bring to the city, not the same shit. We're not always going to talk about men suck, women ain't shit stuff. It ain't going to always be just this divisive shit. I'm tired of just the divisive shit. That's the only things that y'all want to say something to. But I'm gonna start pushing them. I'm gonna start sneaking them in. I want to talk about that. I think Mulan is one of the most underrated soundtracks in Disney history. The best is Lion King, undebatable, hands down, and I will battle any fucking body about that. If you go through the tracks 1 through 10, it's the best overall. My boy Phil Collins was killing on it. When you talk about Hakuna Matata, Can You See the Love Tonight? I Just Can't Wait to Be King. The Circle of Life. Be Prepared, which is one of the best villain songs. You know, that's the type of things that we're going to start chit-chatting and talking about around here. So if you ever have a conversation that you personally want to talk about or you want talked about, don't feel the push of society to not talk about it. If you want to learn how to do a podcast, I'm not a gatekeeper too. This is another thing I want to talk about. I will show you the little I do know. I will tell you the equipment to get, what you can do to do what I'm doing here. Do you know how to talk? Do you know how to whatever? I'm not a gatekeeper. It's a couple of shows out here that can spawned out from me anyway, but we're not gonna get to all that. But yeah, Terry Pop, the Circle of Life. Come on, man. Y'all know Lion King soundtrack busting. You could play that in your car. Straight up. Don't even need nothing. I ain't gonna lie. Another reason why I'm doing this too is because I just wanted to show my versatility, man. I don't want to say the word versatile on the song and then I'm up here every day talking about relationship stuff because this shit get boring. I'm gonna be real with you. I can do it, but that should be getting boring as hell, man. It can't be the same shit. It's the same things that come around every day. I want to talk about some new shit. I love talking about that time when the submarine went down. And the motherfuckers was in a bullshit last submarine that looked like the little small one on Battleship. And they had a goddamn game controller. Niggas was flying, piloting a submarine, whatever you want to say, with a fucking GameCube controller. That shit was crazy as hell. I want to talk about stuff like that. I want to talk about how like Monopoly Go had the world on lock for a while. It was like 6 months where every damn body you know played Monopoly Go. I want to do interviews. I want to be respected as a journalist. I want to do that's why this whole thing with 98.3 The Beat, I'm so happy to be going over there and doing things because, you know, yeah, we're going to talk about the Simpsons conspiracies because the fact that they seem to be predicting everything and we sitting here acting like we don't know what's going on. Simpsons be telling us. Shout out to Ravonda Robinson. I forgot to tag you earlier. I know she likes these type of conversations, man. Grown folks conversations. Hey, shout out to you. Miss Brown. Yeah, Simpsons controversies, conspiracies, excuse me. Yeah, those type of things, man. Yeah, that submarine situation tripped me the hell out. First of all, I don't like to fly. I was in the Navy. Okay, I had a chance to go on submarine. I look at that as the same thing as flying. Why? Because I can't control the situation. It's turbulence as fucking the motherfuckers. Because I've been inside one before. I've never been with it actually went underwater, but I've been inside one. And it's so claustrophobic in that thing. And that little shit that they had, oh no. No. So again, man, shout out to all y'all, man, who we down to the last few people, man, who listen to me, man. Love y'all. Love everybody. And again, please hit me up. If you any conversations that you want to have, if you want to pull up, it's easy. I can send you a link. As long as you got a cell phone, you can pull up at your house and your bed, whatever. And we can talk about it and get some things done. I want to do more. I'm gonna be on every Sunday at 7:30. Whether even if it's a brief show, normally on those Sundays, I will have the group, you know what I'm saying, the hot seaters. Shout out to Santoria, aka Tori the Melody. Shout out to Wayne 3D. Shout out to Terry Possible, she's on. Shout out to Aura Golden. Shout out to Marvin, aka Marvin the Martian. who am I leaving out? Izzy, leaving out somebody, but KJ, shout out to KJ. You know, we rotate in and out, and we do this podcast. So we're gonna all be not all, but rotate on Sundays at 7:30. Then also Sundays I will be on 98.3 The Beat. As of right now, scheduled to come on 10 o'clock, where I'll be doing interviews, things like that. And I'm gonna end one more time, man. I gotta play it one more time, and then we're gonna get out of here with the intro, which I will be leading every hot seat, whether it's podcast or whatever on. This is what we got, man. And my boy Jay Biggs. Let's get it. Mr. Conversation. Theme song on 98.3 The Beat and on the podcast, The Hot Seat. Let's get it. Yeah, that rhymes. 98.3 The Beat and on the Hot Seat, baby. Kicking it with Mr. Conversation.
They call it Mr. Conversation, baby. Come spread this hot seat, latest information, baby. Hit a bus in the streets, can't come pay so versatile. Trying to keep up, it's gonna take a while. Talk games on wild style. Just tune in, let it run you down. They call it Mr. Conversation. Come sit in this hot seat, latest information, elevation. Hit a bus in the streets, can't compare, so versatile. Try to keep up, it's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
Talk games on wild style. Just tune in, let it run you down. Mr. Conversation, baby. Hey. Mr. Conversation, baby. Hey. Hey. They call it Mr. Conversation. Call it Mr. Conversation, baby.
Yeah. Hey, let them know, man. Your boy can go about an hour and a half on the podcast by itself. And guess what? I ain't even had to play no music, dog. Content is content, baby. We don't got to rely on music. Hey, I'm out of here. Hey, if it hit, it hit. Oh, well. I'm going to holler at you. And remember, there's two things that I'm going to always beat. And that's the odds and this dick.